Hey, y'all.
Hey,
welcome. We are here. Yeah, this is the Creativate Winter Retreat, and welcome. I didn't think this day would ever come.
Right? Oh my gosh, we are
just
here.
Planning and plotting and waiting, and so I am thrilled. So I see that people are chatting, so they can see us, they can hear us, so that's good. We lost Brandy. She'll be back.
Come back, Brandy.
Come back. So we will give everybody just a minute to find us, and we'll give Brandy a minute to get back over here. Here she comes. She got so excited. She pushed the button.
She was so excited.
Like, okay.
Oh my goodness.
There we go. Well, I can see in the comments that y'all have noticed our new shirts.
Yay!
Waiting with Creativate. We love these shirts. And yes, they will be available for you all to purchase. We are super excited. After the live is over tonight, after 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. So watch your time zones. Don't be going, well, it's 6:30. It should be 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Wait, someone already said they got one ordered.
You can go to do what?
Never mind. I'm just reading comments and thinking.
What? You can go to the retreat hub of the person that you registered with, and we will have the ordering information on the retreat hub. Something that y'all need to realize, I'm going to say it, but you're going to see it on the hub. You're going to be pre-ordering your shirts up until February the 6th. No shirts will ship until after February 6th. So this is a pre-order window. They will ship from Austin, Texas. So depending on where you live, like I live outside of Austin, they will ship from Austin, Texas. And we love them. We love the color. We love what it says. And those of you who want to get a shirt, you can do that. So,
well, somebody just said, I've just got a long sleeve tee under mine because it's a whopping 25 degrees here and I'm cold. So no, it does not come with this. This is just, really cold here.
Yeah, it's just a t-shirt. It is a short sleeve t-shirt.
Although Grandma Jane says we all need a little bit of sunshine. So
exactly.
Yeah, right. So we love that. That's awesome.
With this cold weather. Yeah.
So, speaking of shirts, Sharon, I have something else exciting to share.
Okay.
I know that we have a lot of demonstrators that are watching us, and Stampin' Up! Is doing a sponsored event called On Stage, and that is in March. And the Creativate team, we're all going to be there. Yay. And so we were like, well, how cool would it be if we did like a meet and greet, and anybody. So so maybe you're not a demonstrator, but you live in the Houston area and you want to come meet us, come on over. So we have it planned right now for March 14th. We're going to be there from 10 to 12 in the lobby of the Marriott there in Houston. We are so excited. So come and chit chat with us. And then we're hoping if you have a t-shirt, make sure you wear it. We'd love to have you wear it. And if you don't, we'd love for you to come and see us and meet us. And we'd love to meet you. We so appreciate you being a part of the Creativate retreats. And we're just so happy that you're here and would love to meet you face to face. So we're hoping to get maybe a group picture. Yeah, guys, 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
11 o'clock-ish, yeah.
Yeah, and so if there's if anything changes, right, and traveling and all that sort of stuff, so if anything changes, check the Facebook page, right? Is that where we'll put that? Maybe even in our
we could put on the retreat hubs too.
And the retreat hubs too.
Hub. Yeah.
So we will communicate that to y'all, but I just said y'all, Sharon. Communicate that to y'all.
I heard that, Brandy.
At one point, it's the Marriott something. It's the Marriott hotel that's connected to the convention center.
Yes.
the brown.
If you're a
George-
demonstrator and going to on stage, it's on
Yeah.
Stampin' Up's website, so you'll know.
Yes, and we'll put it on. Like we mentioned earlier, we'll put it on the retreat hub.
Yeah.
So you can go to the hub. And again, if you're not a demonstrator, we would still love to meet you. Absolutely would love to have you come by, say hi, and meet your other crafting friends that you meet, quarterly for a crafting party.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
fun.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that, Brandy. I believe Jackie has some news that she would like to share with everyone.
So, hello, everybody from sunny Arizona. This is probably the first time during the retreats that I'm not the one freezing to death. Usually I'm up in the frozen tundra of Michigan. So I am down in Arizona for the winter. And knowing that, one of the beauties of our retreat and even just being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator is the flexibility that it allows us. And so I was trying to be super proactive, and I recorded all of my projects before I came to Arizona. And I was going to stream them live, even though I recorded them, but they're still streaming live, so I can be in the chat and all that fun stuff for you. Well, we got our first tech issue out the gate, and my first project that is supposed to be right after Sharon's, the video's gone. I cannot find it. It is deleted from the streaming service.
Oh.
So on your retreat hub, where there's a link, okay, you found the link to come here for Sharon's presentation. Then there's the next link for mine that is supposed to start on top of the next hour. It is actually recorded. The video's there already. I won't be in the chat. There won't be a chat. It's just a regular YouTube video. So you're not missing anything. It's just not the fun of the interaction that we get on the live. Well, that also means I can't announce door prizes. So let's just kick off right now, and I'm going to announce my first set of door prizes. How's that sound? Should we do that?
I think it's good, as long as I'm
Because you're a winner. So for those of you that have been around and come to many of our retreats, you know that after every presentation, we give away door prizes. And our door prizes, once again, because we've gotten great feedback, you love this, our door prizes are a free retreat registration to our spring retreat. So throughout the whole retreat, you'll hear us all announcing some winners. We'll also post those on the retreat hub on Sunday. So if you miss some or you don't watch all the live presentations and you want to know, hey, was I a winner? Make sure you go check your retreat website, find your name, and whoever name you're under, contact that person, email them. So are we ready for the first one? Woohoo!
Yes, let's do it.
First set of door prizes, my first set of winners of a free retreat for spring are Kim Slatton. And I am so sorry if I'm mispronouncing names. So Kim Slatton.
Better stampers than we are.
I'm terrible. Number 2 is Karen Stimpson. If you're here, put in the chat too. We want to hear you yell and see you, read you. The third one is June Heselton. And Shannon, I can't even try. Jamamil? Jamillo.
I bet she knows
Well, congratulations, everybody.
Yeah. Congratulations, ladies. Make sure you email me at Jackie@clumpandstampers.com, and I'll tell you how to claim your free retreat.
That sounds awesome. And everybody who's in the retreat, whether you're in another country or whatnot, everybody goes into the pot. So we're just super excited and super happy that we can do that. So congratulations to those folks that just won that retreat. That's awesome.
Yes.
We'll see you in 3 months.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, how about I jump in there?
Go right ahead.
Pardon?
Go right ahead.
Oh, okay. Little too much caffeine today, my friends. Bouncing off the walls. I wanted to talk really quick with everybody about the Facebook group. Now, we've always said, and we do mean it, that the Facebook group is optional. So you don't have to be on Facebook. But let me tell you, there's so many amazing projects being shared over there. So, we've done our pre-retreat challenges. You guys have been sharing those. And the Fun Fold early bird tutorials, you've been sharing your cards. Guys, this is what makes our retreat one of the things that makes it so amazing is that you don't just get the ideas that we share, it goes, I mean, it just explodes over there on Facebook. So you will have, and you've got tutorials, right? You've already got the tutorials. You're going to see a plethora of ideas. So we'd love for you to join that. And you'll find that link. It's going to be in your retreat hub. So we'd love for you to go over there. We'd love for you to post your creations. Now, beginning tonight and tomorrow, of course, now we're going to be doing our retreat projects. Be sure to just find, so Sharon's going to be starting hers. So you're going to look for Sharon's project number 1. All right. And that's where, after you make Sharon's card, or you know what, Sharon, I'm not even sure what your first project is. So I'm going to
It's amazing. It's amazing. That's all you need to
Oh, there you go.
They always are, Sharon.
And that's where you can share your version of her project, right? Because you've got the tutorial, you've got your measurements, everything that you need. So just look for the name. It'll be like Sharon's project number 1, and then Jackie's project number 1, Brandy, Connie. That's how it goes. All right. We'd love for you to share over there. And also, can I say one more thing about the Facebook group? Now that the retreat's going, be patient. We will do our best to get you guys, if you haven't already been approved for the group. But once we're going live and we're prepping for about to go live, we might be a little bit slower. So just hang tight with us. We will get you approved, but we just ask for your patience because
Hop in there with one thing.
Sure.
And I noticed there's like maybe a handful of folks that have requested to join, but it's like your name doesn't match your registration. So we don't know who you registered with, so we can't help you. So if you aren't in that Facebook group yet and you know that you have requested to join, it's best to go back and do that again and make sure you pick the person that you registered with so that we can verify that you've registered and get you in right away.
Yeah. Or email us and say, hey, I've requested to join and no one's
right. My name is Sally, but I requested as,
Susie.
Yes, that'd be great. Thank you. Sorry, Connie.
Yes. Oh no, I'm glad you jumped in with that. Yeah, because we want all of you on that Facebook group. We want to get you approved. So, but yeah, we're really excited. We're really loving seeing all of your creations. Don't stop. Don't stop. It's so fun.
Don't stop.
So I wanted to ask y'all just a few questions just to help our audience get to know us better. Some have been to many retreats and some, this is their first one. So I just want them to get to know us just a little bit better. And so I want to start with Brandy. And Brandy, I wanted to know, can you just tell us a little bit about you, your family, where you live, things like that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, but I grew up in Michigan. So all of my family is there. So I know Jackie's from Michigan. So Michigan is truly my home, but this is my home, right? It's my new home. And I have 2 boys, 16 and 18. So they're not small anymore, although in my mind, they are. And so we're just really busy. We're in that age where, my 18-year-old's got a girlfriend and my 16-year-old is like, next weekend has to play soccer in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So, we're just really busy. But it's so much fun. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I've been a demonstrator about 16 in some months, years, right? And I absolutely, I love it. Feel so blessed to do this every day. And just want to give a big shout out to all of you who are joining us. We are truly grateful that you're here. And we work really hard to bring you a wonderful experience. So,
yes.
So that's about it going on here. Chasing soccer balls. And fixing cars.
That's important because that's what you do a lot of.
He's fixed a lot of cars. Brandy's family has fixed a lot of cars.
Yeah, we just lost a door yesterday. So and let me just say, nobody got hurt. Nobody's hurt. It was in the driveway. Door.
It was a car door.
So
there's one you hear about, maybe a fender, a hubcap, a door.
I know it's crazy.
Common laws on a car.
It's crazy how, like, in a parking lot, like a planter jumps out in front of my son and he drives up on top of it and rips my bumper off. It's awesome. So, fun stuff. But How about you, Connie? What's you want to share?
I will. Let's see. My name is Connie Stewart. I live in Moore, Oklahoma. Typically, it's really nice weather in December, but thanks to Texas, they're sending up some cold stuff. Thanks, Texas. Appreciate that. Anyway, it's perfect for a winter retreat that it's actually kind of chilly outside. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Next month, I will celebrate 21 years. And I always joke, I've never held a job more than 2 years in my entire life, so this is a miracle. I love what I do. It's a lot of fun. I am married to Mr. Awesome, and he takes good care of me and keeps my IT stuff going. and he fixes dinner every night, you guys. Every night. It's so great. I've got 2 girls, and they are, oh gosh, I got to think, 22 and 27. And so they're both out of college and doing their stuff. And Jenny just graduated college, and my youngest, and she's a special ed teacher and loves it. And we just found out she's going to be getting married in October. So my life's real crazy. We try to plan a wedding. I've never done this. So advice on wedding planning, please send it my way. Woo, we got the dress, we got the caterer, we got the venue. So I guess we're good.
That's exciting.
But yeah, so that's a little about me. So Jackie.
Well, I'm Jackie Ballheis, and like I said earlier, I'm currently in Tucson, Arizona. Michigan, Zeeland, Michigan is my home, but this is our very first year of like for real being snowbirds. Dave retired a couple of years ago, and so we bit the bullet to come down here, and I am so grateful. I know a lot of you on here I've been seeing are like from Michigan and that whole Midwest that's been slammed with snow. Yeah. It's been gorgeous here. So I am kind of loving my winter life down here in Tucson. So I've been a demonstrator for 29 years. That it's just absolutely insane. My kids were 2, 4, and 7 when I started. So they've truly grown up in the business. They're all now 30-somethings and all married with no grandkids. So I am just so grateful for all of you to be here. Like I said earlier, my first video is recorded. My second one tomorrow is recorded, but it's going to show up like a live. So I will be there in the chat with you, watching me right along with you, which is always kind of weird. But I'm excited to share my projects for this retreat with you. And I've been kind of watching the comments as we've all been talking here, and it's been really interesting. We have a whole bunch of first timers with us. So welcome, especially to you first timers. I hope you love the retreat as much as we love it and everybody else. And then I've been seeing a whole bunch. It's my 15th. It's my 16th. I've been to every one. And all of a sudden that made me think, is this number 16 or is this number 17?
16, I believe. 16.
So 16. This is our 16th one. And many of you have been here for all of them. So that must mean we've been giving you some good projects, which is always our goal, is to give you enough inspiration to keep you stamping for 3 months. And then you've used up all the ideas and you come back with us in the spring. So that's our plan. We hope it works. So,
yeah, exactly. Well, thank you, Jackie. I am Sharon Armstrong, and I live in Kyle, Texas, which is south of Austin. I have 5 children, been married to Mark. It'll be 45 years in March. We have 5 children who are all married. We have 14 grandchildren. I am not going to go through names or ages or any of that. I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for 26 years, over in some months. So really hard to believe. I'm kind of like Connie. I never really held a job. So for very long. I worked, but I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator longer than anything except be a mom and a wife. So there you have it. So, I would also think that some of our attendees would like to know, besides stamping, what else do you enjoy doing? Do you have another hobby? Do you have, what else do you like to do, Brandy? Besides chase your children
Soccer.
Yeah, to be very honest, I absolutely love stamping. I really do. It's soothing for me and it's relaxing. I know we're not supposed to say it's like therapy, but it truly is. When there's some downtime, I enjoy it very much. But when I'm not doing that, I'm chasing a soccer ball and I'm driving to soccer games and soccer practices. Right now, I'm in the stage of my life where my boys, I see the time slipping away, where I'll be an empty nester in a couple of years and they'll be off at college. So as much as I would love to do many things, right now, I'm really trying to be present in the moment in those boys. So that kind of dictates my days and my weekends right now. But I do love to paddleboard. I love to exercise, take walks with Doug, and that sort of thing. But we're very active outside. But right now, it's just it's really sort of about the boys.
Yeah, I understand that. I remember those days.
How about you, Connie?
We love to go camping. Camping is our favorite weekend pastime. Not when it's 25 degrees, so the campers put away. So we're really looking forward to spring. We love, I say we, I mean, it's me too. We adore musical theater, anything musical theater. And in fact, I believe starting next week, my community theater that I work with, they're doing The Play That Goes Wrong. I don't know if any theater buffs out there know about this show, but I'm going to be working backstage. So the title pretty much says it all. Everything's going to go wrong. So I got to do things like make pictures fall off the wall and windows break. And
I'm
going to be working backstage with that. We just love theater and especially musical theater. So we try to do a lot of out-of-town trips and things to find shows that are going on. And yeah.
That's awesome.
And I play games on my iPad.
That's awesome. do you have to
thing?
Yeah, do you have to hit a button every so many hours or something so it repopulates little coins and stuff?
No, it's no, I'm not into those, but I like to do puzzles and
my mom always has to do it. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she's like, my alarm just went off. I've got to push the button. And I'm like, oh God. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that's
Like
funny.
Sudoku and things like that. I guess it's just mind games. I like the things that kind of keep my mind going. So I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm doing as an empty nester. So Randy, that's what you have to look forward to.
I'll have to call you and see what the good games are at that time.
Okay, Connie.
I love it. That's awesome.
Jackie, throwing it to you, my friend.
Well, I love everything outdoors, which is part of the reason we decided to be snowbirds, because we don't like winter outdoors. So I did not like Michigan winters. So down here every day we are getting out, we're hiking, we have a side-by-side, we've been up in the mountains trail riding as much as we can get out. And I have completely fallen in love with pickleball. I never really knew a whole lot about what it was, but I started hearing the buzz. Holy cow, it's craziness down here. I swear I don't even know. I can't even count. 50 plus more pickleball courts down where we're staying. And they are from sun up to, well, not even sundown because they're lit. A lot of them are lit. People are playing pickleball. Okay. So I've been trying to get out almost every day and play and take lessons. And it's so much fun. But
there you go. Good for you.
That's kind of what I'm doing for the winter.
Good exercise too.
Yeah. Well, I told y'all that that I have 14 grandchildren. So what I like to do, excuse me, is spend time with them. I lived in Arizona for 6 years and I kept having those grandbabies be born in Texas. And I'm like, as soon as I could come back home, I was back here so that I could be around them and enjoy those babies, because then they grow up and they're teenagers and they still love Mimi, but not quite the same. So I love them when they're little and they adore me. That's what I love. I'm kind of like Connie too. I do enjoy some games on my phone. Sometimes when I'm waiting for something, I will pick up my phone and I will play Words with Friends. And I tell myself it's to keep my brain young. So I can think of words to get the most points. So there you go. There you go. As the Creativate team, we work really hard. We've 16 retreats. We have, I know I saw a question Grandma Jane asked, how did we meet? We met years ago, but about 9 years ago, we came together and decided to form this group called the Creativate Team to work with our teams to help inspire our teams. And by the way, big shout out to our teams who earned this retreat for free. Oh my goodness, how could we forget that? So we started it, and then when COVID happened, we just kind of went into this kind of an idea to try to keep people inspired and keep them stamping. Like Brandy said, it is therapy. Don't tell anybody we said that, but it is therapy. So with that all being said, Brandy, what inspires you?
Yeah, so I love color. So anything, I love to look outside. I love color. I love walking through different places and looking at different patterns and textures and colors. But if we're talking about a person, I would have to say lots of people inspire me. But right now, I'm very inspired by my 16-year-old and by his tenacity, by his sportsmanship, by his work ethic. There's times where I think maybe I would have given up. And there's times where I go, okay, I'm really tired, but I watch him still get up and play soccer for 2 hours and 29 degrees and not complain one bit and be super excited. And so I find that hugely inspiring, because I think you guys would agree. We love what we do so much that we, that I can see that in him too. So that really, really inspires me. And then I'd have to say all of you. I'd say you ladies inspire me greatly. You make me a better person. You make me very inspired by y'all, and I'm inspired by all of the crafters that have joined us and in that Facebook group, and to see all of those cards and the beautiful, y'all are so talented. That's what I have to say. Yeah, everybody's so talented. So it's just inspiration all around us, and I am open to it all. So yeah. So how about you, Jenny?
I'm very much like you that as far as something that inspires me, I'm very much inspired by nature. I love to find color combinations, and of course, color combinations that inspire me in my stamping, because, let's face it, we can put 2 or 3 colors together and go, oh, I know what stamp set I want to do this with. And so I know this sounds funny, but I find inspiration in advertisements and billboards and commercials. I'll see something and I go, that could be a card layout, or I like that color combination, or do you want to know the funniest one is the Botox commercial? I know, but that Botox commercial does this neat thing, and I'm like, I can make a card with that.
Okay, Connie, you lost me.
I don't know what that is either.
I mean, if you said Apple, maybe.
They did this thing with squares and colors, and I'm like, that could be a card. So I really just
look it up.
Yeah. So watch for the Botox commercial. There you go. Right. So really, and I think we can all agree. I mean, inspiration is all around us all the time. And of course, there's our fellow stampers. I love to see what other people are doing. And I like to look at your color combinations and get excited. So yeah. And as far as people that inspire me, well, I got to go along with Brandy, because my first thought was you 3 ladies absolutely inspire me. There's no doubt about that. And I'm working with you in this, on these retreats is absolutely inspiring. But the list is a mile long, because there's, in my spiritual life and in my personal life and in my business life, there's just lots of different people, family who inspire me. And so, yeah. Jackie, what about you?
Well, guys, this is no fair. And Sharon, you even get it harder. I want to just say ditto to Brandy, ditto to Connie. I mean,
except for the Botox. That one.
Botox. But for real, I I think you guys hit everything. To me, like inspiration when it comes to card making is other crafters. Obviously you guys, the four of you, but our retreat attendees, looking at I love going to the Facebook group and seeing those ideas. And I think I've got kind of, I don't know, a natural knack or ability or whatever, that I can easily see a card and it will inspire me deep in my brain without me even realizing it, because it'll inspire me to make this card over here that there's really no true similarities, but it's the initial inspiration came from that other one. I don't even know how to explain it, but I look at it all the time, and that inspires me to create something snapped from that idea. So I love looking at what other people do as well. And then I think, like Brandy, my kids inspire me a lot. Just having seen them grow up in the business and now become adults. There's a sweatshirt. I have it ordered. I don't have it yet. And I've seen several different vendors have it, but it says, "Remember your why." And that's very inspiring to me, because I joined Stampin' Up! Way back when the kids were little. And my why, my reason for joining was so I could be a stay-at-home mom, and so that I could provide some of the things to my kids that we maybe couldn't have. And that was my why. But that same why is still there 29 years ago, that I feel like I still do this because of my kids. And actually my two daughters, they work for me. It's like I can see them, catching the vision and being part of it. So they're still my why. So, and just to see what they have learned, we kind of joke about it, but we say growing up as a Stampin' Up! Kid. And when I've seen what the kids have learned from, watching me in this business, it's the life skills, the time management, we could go on and on. So that's kind of what inspires me, I guess.
Some of that time management my way. I could.
There it is.
Thank you.
Well, like you said, Jackie, I've got it harder because I am the last one. So actually, everything y'all all said, I should have probably told you could only say one thing.
That would have been fair.
One reason. Give me one thing.
We're going to try to keep this at 15 minutes or so.
Sure, you gotta get stamping, man.
I've got to stamp a project, so I ain't got nothing else to say. No, I'm just kidding. One last thing I will add: I have been known to walk into a store, whether it be a department store or that big box craft store kind of thing. And if I see a display, I will take out my phone and take a picture because of the colors or even the textures. Like, I'm big on touching things. I was probably, they're probably like, she touched everything that she passed. I'm big on textures, and I love that when I bring it to the studio. So, but absolutely everything that y'all said, seeing what other demonstrators do, or other stampers do rather, it inspires me. Like what they do with our projects when they don't even have the supplies that we have, they do amazing. And I feel like these retreats allow them to be more creative with the supplies they have.
So, right, because that's really our goal.
Yeah,
that's our goal. Learn to use the products you have.
Exactly right.
Okay, so it is time for you three ladies to go kick back, relax, maybe talk to the people in the chat. Have a good evening.
Lots of fun stamping.
I'm going to dip.
Yeah, this party is just getting started.
The party is getting started. So I will see you guys tomorrow.
All right.
I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
There they go. Okay. Hi, y'all. Okay. We are super excited. I'm super excited to kick off this year's, let me start all over again. The Creativate Winter 2024 retreat. We work for months before the next retreat, and we love it when it's this time to bring it to you and let you see how we make the project. And then some of you do the retreat your own way. Some of you like to print everything off and wait. Some of you like to try to stamp along with us. I don't know how y'all do that, but I'm amazed at that. Some of you like to just watch all of the whole weekend and then go back and make the projects. However you want to do the retreat is totally up to you. So we are so glad you're here. And no, Lavina, Matt, I don't think Matt is here, but he might be. So I'm going to switch the camera around. So this is my first project. And if you have already downloaded it, you can click here to watch the pre-recorded video. I'm going to go ahead and open it up. When you look at the measuring and folding instructions, I have them here for all three projects. So it's the same. Okay. So I'm going to set that aside. And here is my first card. I love the Zany Zoo. And, you know, I told y'all that I have lots of grandchildren, so I enjoy making these type of cards for them. And this just folds out, and it can either be a gift card holder or, you know, my grandkids like that cash stuff, so I can put that in there. On this one, I gave just a small area to write the message, okay? But on some of my other samples, I put a sheet on the back. So you can choose to do however you want, however much talking you need to do. You've got plenty of room on the back, okay? So this is a gift card holder, and then we have the coordinating envelope, okay? Again, I'm using Zany Zoo, but you can use whatever you have. I use the dies, and I actually cut out, this is the Zany Zoo Designer Series paper, and then this is also the Designer Series paper, and I used the die to cut him out because I just wanted him to look exactly like him. And so I just decided to cut him out, but you could easily stamp the alligator and color it yourself, okay? I am seeing that Nancy says she likes the instructions at the beginning instead of the end, so she is grateful for that. Yeah, we gave you guys the instructions on Wednesday, so you had a couple of days to download everything. I know I got messages from some of you that you pre-cut and you're ready to create your projects, and I just think that's amazing. And so then the other things that I used are the deckled rectangle dies. And I'm actually going to pull one of these out. I'm going to pull the third one. The third one is the one I use to cut my Designer Series paper. So I'm going to leave that right there. And then the other one that I use, the other item that I used is the deckled circles. And I use this size for my layer, okay? So I believe that's the fifth one. Just find the one that matches your own images. Oh, Mommy Dub. I was trying to read what that said. Mommy Dub loves the Zany Zoo as well. Okay, so I'm going to grab my Simply Scored. Let's move this out of the way. I'll put you right there. Okay, so I'm going to do some scoring. And remember, I told you that the scoring information is here on the second page. So the first score I'm going to do, and by the way, if you are using the Simply Scored and your Designer Series paper, I always use the fatter ball because I'm kind of a heavy-handed stamper, writer, things like that. And I don't want to tear my Designer Series paper, okay? So keep that in mind. There is a thinner one and then the fatter ball. So I like to use the fatter ball. So I'm going to score. Oh, by the way, you decide which paper you want facing up. So I've chosen this print to face up. Let me show you my card again. I am seeing that you guys love this card. Thank you. So I wanted this pattern to be facing when I opened the card, okay? So we're going to score at 2 3/4, at 5 1/2, and at 8 1/4. Okay. while I have my scoring here, simply scored here, I'm going to go ahead. This is the card base. I'm going to go ahead and score that at 4 1/4. Kay says that she has been collecting card holder ideas as I do cards for the 8 grandkids for every holiday and puts money in there. Nice to have a variety of card styles. Well, Kay, I hope you will make this one because I think it's super cute. All right, I'm going to grab my paper trimmer. And let me see if I can move my laptop a little bit out of the way. There we go. Okay. So you want to take this, and I'm going to go ahead and fold this so maybe you can see it on camera a little bit better. But I want to go from the score line right here, and I want to go 2 inches down, okay? And I tell you that right here. So if you want to mark 2 inches, let's see. Let me get a ruler so y'all can see it. So if you want to mark 2 inches down, and I'm going to hopefully make a big line right there so you can see that. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put this and put the pen down. I can feel my score line right here. Okay. And then I'm going to swing this to my 2-inch mark. Okay. And then we're going to cut that corner off. Rebecca says she doesn't have Zany Zoo, but we'll use a couple of cute animals and create my own cardstock. That's a good idea. There you go. Okay, so we're just cutting off that corner, and I'm going to move this out of the way. Okay, so now we want, the way we're going to fold our piece of paper is we want a mountain in the middle, and we want valleys. I start talking and my voice is leaving me. This is not a good time for that to happen. I got more talking to do. All right, I'm just going to use my bone folder and give these all a good crease. Oh, I see. Sherry O'Hyde says that she likes this idea, but she cuts all of her designer series paper 6 by 6. Yeah, that won't work. I don't think so. This piece of paper is 5 inches by 11. I think it would be too bulky to put cardstock in there, but you could maybe use the basic white, the regular basic white, stamp your design and use that. Okay. All right. So now we have our valley and our mountain and our valley, or a W fold. Okay. If that helps you. We're going to take our card base and we're going to give that a good crease. Okay. And then we're going to open this up. And I know that Brandy and Jackie are probably watching me, and they're going to see that I'm going to use green glue. Sometimes you just need the green glue. Okay. So before I add any glue, I want to have this centered sort of, where I have a good margin around the edges. Okay. So and this is going to be, let's just do a visual here. This is what we're doing. Okay. So I'm going to add some liquid glue right here. I see you, Brandy. Green glue, green glue. If this is your first retreat, let me just tell you about the whole green glue thing. Jackie and Brandy love green glue. So they are team green glue. Connie and I prefer like a tape runner type, the Seal or Seal Plus. So that's the joke with the Creativate team. All right, now remember, this is where our gift card's going to go. So we do not want any adhesive right here. We're just going to do a thin line, and that's why this works so well, because we need to leave room for that gift card holder or that insert of the gift card or the cash. Okay, we don't need a thick line of adhesive. Okay. Then I'm just going to shut this and give it a good rub while I put my cap on. Lavina says, yay, team green glue. Annie K says that she uses seal and green glue, which I think we all do if we want to admit it. I don't know if Brandy and Jackie would admit it, but I think we all do. Okay, ta-da, look at that. Look at that. All right, we're going to set that aside. And I have my pieces ready to go. I'm going to do a little bit more with that glue. I'm going to take, whoops, this piece of paper. This is the designer series paper. You could use anything like we said. This is 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then this is 3 1/4 by 1 3/4. I think. Don't quote me on that. Go look at the instructions. But I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive right here. I don't think it hurts. You could use liquid glue, or you could use Seal or Seal Plus. We just need a little bit of adhesive right here. And I'm going to be cutting this with my decal die. So I didn't really want to use liquid glue. I didn't want to get glue on my die. So look at you guys, all that green glue people. Okay. So now what we're going to do is, well, I'll set this aside for just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do some additional coloring to our little alligator. I decided we needed more color to the bicycle. Okay. So I'm going to take my Melon Mambo Stampin' Write marker. You could use watercolor pencils. You could use Stampin' Blends, anything that you prefer to color with. And I'm just adding a pop of color. I think that this was like Flirty Flamingo or something, and I wanted it to be a brighter pink. Okay. And then, oh wait, the bicycle is also pink. We're going to use this. This is a girl. It's a girly bike. So, and then we have some little nail polish for our alligator girl. And then just a little bit of color. I don't know why they didn't color more when they did it, but I wanted more color. So there you go. And when we're creating, it's our project, right? We can do what we want. All right, a little bit there. And then, thank you. You guys are loving this. Okay, so we have some leaves. We're going to do this. Using, I think I'm still sticking with the lemon lime twist. There we go. And then for the basket, you know, I pulled out wild wheat. You could make the basket any color you want, but I pulled out wild wheat. There we go. And then I decided that the wheels needed to be black, little tires. So yeah, it doesn't take very long to do the coloring, but I just thought it added more to it. Okay, and then the bicycle seat is black. There we go. We're done. I know that that's kind of tiny. Oh, you guys are talking about green glue and how you squeeze it too much. Yeah, I understand that. That's my problem because remember, I already told you that I'm a heavy-handed stamper and a heavy-handed with my stylus. I just dropped something. We dropped our die. Can't lose that. All right, I'm going to get my memento. And then we're going to stamp happy birthday to you. I'm going to stamp it towards the bottom. Oh, yay. I'm so glad you guys are loving this. It's so cute. I love the idea of the card and the gift card holder and all of that. I decided that I'm going to be putting my round circle on with dimensional. So I'm just going to stick my alligator girl, not guy, on with some adhesive. Okay. So I'm just going to do kind of the body and some of this right here. And the bicycle. Okay. And pop her on. Whoops. Do y'all see what I did? When I put my adhesive right there, you can see it in the hole. So I'm just going to take your pick tool and push that out of the way. It's very forgiving, very forgiving. Okay. All right. Thank you, Mary. I'm so glad you liked my card. Okay, so we're getting our pieces together. This is going to be a piece that goes on the inside. Remember, I told you just to write a little note, and I thought it would be fun to mat it on, to make my mat the gingham print to match the front, but I'm going to switch it over and put it on the back. I said, and those who know me know why I said that. So, all right. So remember this piece right here. We want to cut this with the decal dies to match our black. Okay. So I'm going to bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss. I did a lot of this ahead of time, but this, I wanted you to see me put it together. So it is what it is. I'm going to put this right here. So I've got my sandwiching, and then yay, Matt. I'm going to put this right here, and I don't have much room. So I'm going to grab a piece of washi tape. Oh my, look, my washi tape matches my paper. Isn't that funny? I'm going to take and just tape this down so that it doesn't move on me, because I am I've cut my paper pretty much the size of the rectangle die. So, whoops. Let's get that going in there better. Come on. This always happens when I go live. All right, crack, crack, crack. Oh, goodness. There we go. Whoops. Boy, that was loud. Sorry. A lot of popping going on. Okay. Pick that up. I put my silicone mats down to keep it from moving on me, because I'm kind of short for using that machine at this table. So that's why I do that. Okay, let's put this over here. Now let's assemble and put our card together. You guys are loving it. All right, let's go ahead, and since this is open, I'm going to go ahead and put this on the inside. I can't wait to show you my other ideas that I did, because I think they're just as cute and just as unique. I'm going to take and do this a little bit. Add this to here. Wait a minute. I just remembered something. I thought it would be cute to add some of the gingham ribbon. So we're going to stop right there. And we're going to put some ribbon on. Angling them does help. You're right, Peggy. Thank you for that. So how I put mine in so straight, and I was having a little bit of trouble. So you're right. If I had angled that, I probably I wouldn't have had as much trouble. So I'm just going to trim this down. And whoops. Bear with me. I put adhesive down, so let's fix this. I'm just going to cover up that seam. And we're going to bring this around, and we're just going to tie a knot. So I believe, now remember, for those of you who might just be joining or you missed the first part, Jackie's video link is on the Retreat Hub. of the person that you signed up with. But thanks to technology being what it is, we work really hard to bring you seamless, smooth retreats. But when you're dealing with technology, sometimes that's not possible. So her video got lost or dropped off of the streaming system that we use. And so her video is the same as her pre-recorded one that's on her tutorial. So there's no mistake. So if you're just now joining us, that is what is going on. You still get everything that you signed up for, just going to be delivered in a little bit different way. So I'm going to grab some dimensionals. And I like to put dimensionals at the top and the bottom to kind of straddle my ribbon. This ribbon is thin, but sometimes your ribbon is not. So this way you can, you don't have to worry about it being too bulky right there. And before I put this on, I'm going to go ahead and put it on the card front itself. We're going to do this. Make sure we're not upside down. Okay, that's always important. We're going to add this to the front. Yes, Jackie's link is in your retreat hub. Okay, and if you guys have any trouble during the retreat, please email the person that you registered with. And while we're working, we still try to check our emails and help everybody that way. Okay, so pop this on. Now, all we have left is our balloon. And I just think the balloon is super cute. And it is, I cut it out of Melon Mumbo. I think I need miniature. I'm going to get the smaller mini dimensionals. And put it on my balloon. So tiny. Yeah, Margaret, I'm seeing your message. I don't know what happened, but when I checked, my links are working on the retreat hub, my retreat hub. So if you had trouble earlier, try it again. You should not have any trouble for tomorrow. So yeah, like I said, sometimes technology is not our friend. And, we're just a bunch of stampers. We are not IT people. All right. So I'm just going to take, and I'm going to kind of measure a piece of the baker's twine. And just kind of give that a little snip right there. I am going to use my liquid glue carefully. So here goes that heavy-handed stamper who doesn't want to squirt out too much. So I'm just barely going to give me some glue. What is it? Brandy calls it spidey lines. Uh-oh, I need a little loop. Yeah, we didn't get a loop. I don't think I can do that now. So I'm just doing a straight line. You could loop it if you want. Well, let's see. It should work. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Put this here. I'm barely tapping it with my fingernails. Make a little loop. Come around. There we go. And I use my take your pick tool to tuck it under there. And that needs to set a little bit because that's what happens with liquid glue. But I just thought that was so cute to have the balloon tied to the back of the bicycle. Okay, I'm going to move that aside and we're going to do our envelope. Okay, no naked envelopes, I think is what Jackie says. I'm going to use some liquid glue. And just in case, we were talking with some crafters last night, and sometimes if you have trouble with the liquid glue, if you will open this end, it will allow it to breathe. Okay, if you're having trouble with the flow, that works. Okay, now I like to take this end and kind of push down my squiggle lines so that I don't see them. as much. Does that make sense? Okay. How many of y'all didn't know that this came off? All right, we're gonna lay our 2.5 by 6 inch piece of designer series paper right there. Give it some good rubbing. Then we're gonna grab our snips. Oops. And we're gonna trim it off. Okay, very little waste. And it's just so cute because it matches our card. You could stamp on the envelope if you didn't have the paper to match. Who said great tip? Oh, Loretta. Okay, I'm glad I helped you with something. If you did not know that, I'm glad that I was able to help you share that, or I'm glad I shared it. Now I came over just a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see that on camera. So I'm going to trim this up just a little bit. Be careful because we don't want to cut our envelope. Sometimes that happens. If I had paid attention, I could have wiggled it with that green glue. Okay, what do y'all think? Super cute, huh? Let me show you the other ideas that I created. I had a lot of fun with this idea. Okay, so let's move this up. How about the new perennial, I always say just lavender, but that's not what it is. The perennial set that's in the new mini. Okay, so this is all from the, some of y'all may already have the Zany Zoo, but maybe everybody doesn't have this. But I just loved it. I loved playing with all the new things. And of course, look at the envelope that matches. I did do some embossing. And then when you open it up, I did stamp on there big hugs. Okay, there's my gift card idea. Perennial postage. Thank you, Lisa. There's just so much information up here. It's hard to remember these things. I stamped on the basic white layer and I laid that on the back. So now I have plenty of room to do my writing. If you're writing like this, don't forget you've got bulk on this side. So you might want to save this idea and just have it maybe with the card. And then when you're ready to write your message, write it and then stick it on. Okay. So just keep that in mind. It's pretty. It might not be functional. No, I'm just kidding. I'm giving you the tip of what to do. All right. And then how about the two-tone flora and the countryside designer series paper? I loved this card. I thought it was so fun. Just did the flowers to kind of match my designer series paper. And then of course we have our envelope and here we go. Just so pretty. It's just a great way to show off that designer series paper in a unique way. Now on this one, remember I cut off the corner of my Zany Zoo DSP. I stuck it back on. So this is the back side. Y'all see? Peeking underneath. I put it right here. So it kind of gave it a finished look. I liked that too. Okay. And then here we go. There's our area that we can do all of our writing and tell them congratulations and all of that. So there you have it, my friends. I hope that you enjoyed my project. I can't wait to share my other project with you tomorrow. But we start, oh gosh, ladies, help me out. Do we start at 11 Eastern? Oh, I think. Look at your retreat hub for the times. Oh, good. You guys love it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad. You love them all. Love the project. Yay. Thank you. All right. Now I have one more thing to share. And that is my door prize winners. Jackie shared hers. If you missed that first part, we're going to have all the winners on the retreat hub on Sunday. So if you miss anything throughout the retreat, you're not able to watch everything live. So my project number one winners are Kathleen Kinsey, Yvonne Long, Teresa Strum, and Elaine Paget. Congratulations, y'all. I'm so excited. Yay, you guys love it. Thank you. I'm so glad that you are all here tonight. So go on over now and watch Jackie's video. I'm glad we kind of went over, ladies. So I'm glad that hers is recorded because she's not sitting over there waiting for us. But you will not have a chat with her video. However, you can make comments below the video. And don't forget, if you're on the Facebook group, you can share your projects over there. So I will be back tomorrow. Y'all have fun stamping now, you hear? Bye.